Welcome to Talking Offseason, our Tuesday episode. Today we're going to do somewhat of a mock offseason. We're going to use FanSpeak's Manage the Cap Free Agency Simulator to predict what the Jets might do in free agency. I'm expecting Joe Douglas to be aggressive and sign some big free agents that can really help push this team to playoff contention. I'm taking the mock draft that I did yesterday into account, which is a bit unfair, but oh well. So let's get into it. Alright. Shaq Lawson gets cut. And then Greg Van Roten gets cut. Because dead money is this one, and this one is cap savings. So, no, we want to keep George Fant around. Connor McGovern. It's a it's a thought. Because I might go, because based off of the draft from yesterday, we're going to cut Connor McGovern. Okay. Ryan Griffin, we're going to cut. Alright, I think that's it. So we're going to go into the offseason with $77 million in cap space. I'm going to put it in my calculator. 77.398. Matt Ryan restructured, Greg Jarrett restructured, Dak Prescott, Amari Cooper, Ezekiel Elliott, Tyler Biadasz was cut by the Cowboys. So that might be a name that we go after. A bunch of these guys just got restructured. Michael Thomas restructured, Mike Evans. Okay. Let's go into the next part. So, the re-signing phase. Braxton Berrios. I'm thinking if we can get him for $5.5 million, give him, let's see, how old is Braxton Berrios? I'm looking at Spot Track for this, so let's see how old Braxton Berrios is. Let's see what his contract was last year. Let's see what he's worth at this point, because I posted a story about how much he wants yesterday, about how he wants $9 million. Let's see if this will give us a chance to get him at 5.5, because he's been paid $363 by the Patriots in 2018, $495 in 2019, $750. So his salary went up a lot, and then in 2021 he went up to $850, and now we're offering 5.5. How old is he? He's 26. So let's give him a 3-year deal with 40% guaranteed. All right, so it looks like we re-signed him. Morgan Moses and Laurent Duvernay-Tardif. Do we want to re-sign Morgan Moses? Let's see. How much would we have to pay, do we think? He's 30 years old. So let's give him a 2-year deal. He had a $3.6 million deal this year. That was an ultimate 4.3 in cap. So if he takes a $2 million deal with a quarter of it guaranteed, so like half a year guaranteed. Alright, offer was rejected. Okay, that's okay. Eddie Pinheiro is a pretty good kicker down the line. I wouldn't mind re-signing him. Let's look at his contracts. So Eddie Pinheiro, the kicker, has a cap hit of $216,000. So if we give him like $750 for the next, he's 26, so pretty young. So let's say 3 years. Percent guaranteed 25. We say 30 just to be like, yeah, you'll get 1 year guaranteed. Offer was rejected. Okay. Let's give him another offer. Let's do 800 for 3 years and give him 40% guaranteed. Okay. Looks like Eddie Pinheiro is just going to walk out on us. But we're going to let everybody else pretty much go. Let's see. Anybody important that re-signed? Randy Gregory re-signed. That's it. Isaac Yadam. Ndamukong Suh. Re-signed by the Broncos. So he made it to the Broncos somehow. Mark Lewinsky re-signed with the Colts. Rinchi Incognito re-signed with the Raiders. Jason McCourty re-signed with the Dolphins. Dakota Dozier, that's the former Jet. Harold Landry re-signed. Wow, that's a very small underpay. They really underpaid him. 1.7 for 1 year. He just had an amazing season. Let's pull up his stats. Yeah, according to Pro Football Reference, he had 12 sacks, 75 tackles, 14 TFLs, and 22 quarterback hits. That's an awesome year. 1.7 mil for an edge rusher like that? Terrible. How? It's a guy who I probably would have wanted to sign. Possibly. Well, not based off of yesterday's draft. That would have been edge overload. Alright, so now we're in free agency. DJ Chark is here. Okay, Hayden Hurst is here. I like that. Uchenna Nwasu. Might have butchered that. Naeem Hines. He might be nice for extra depth. Juju, Allen Robinson, OJ Howard, Morgan Moses, Vernon Hargraves. Let's break this down into positions that we want. We definitely want to make sure that kicker's on point because kickers sucked the past few years. We want Eddie Pinheiro. Well, let's see. Can we get him? Hold on. Let's give him the same offer that we gave him before. Three years, 40%. It's an offer. Okay. I'm guaranteeing you practically nobody gives him a better offer. Running back, Marlon Mack's here. Naeem Hines. Melvin Gordon, Lenny Fournette, Ronald Jones, sucks. Matt Breida, David Johnson, Tevin Coleman. I guess we didn't re-sign him. James Conner, that's a possibility. Wide receiver, Odell Beckham, DJ Chark, Jameson Crowder, Allen Robinson. I don't know how to feel about Allen Robinson. He's kind of taken a downturn over the past few years, and we can't necessarily blame the quarterback anymore. He is kind of getting older, and we might be a little bit worried. Devontae Adams, Chris Godwin, Adam Humphries, Chris Conley, Zach Pascal, Deshaun Jackson, Mike Williams, Sammy Watkins, Justin Watson, Cordell Patterson, T.Y. Hilton. These are all possibilities. We've got 73 million. So I'm just looking throughout. Tight end is definitely a position that we want to get. Mo Alley Cox, Gronk, Gerald Everett, Robert Tonyan. There's a lot. Dalton Schultz. Let's go after Dalton Schultz. How much would Dalton Schultz be looking for? Okay, so Dalton Schultz has made 600, 700, 850, and then this year $2.3 million. So it's 7.5. Get it done. let's see. Dalton Schultz has 4 years of experience. He's 25. So let's see if we can get a 5-year deal. $7.5 million, 40% guaranteed. It's our offer. Hoping we get Dalton Schultz. That'd be pretty cool. Are there any free agent offensive linemen that I want? Morgan Moses, Teron Armstead, Jason Spriggs. Orlando Brown? He got cut? Would he play right tackle for us at this point? Would he say, like, oh, well, I failed? Because he's still pretty young. Or even if maybe we move Mekhi Becton. Hold on, because he just got cut. So this year he's making $3.384 with the Chiefs. He made about $1 million last year, $843 the year before, and $700 the year before that. Orlando Brown, we have $65 million. Orlando Brown, would he come in on an $8 million contract? Orlando Brown is 25 years old. He'll be 26 by the start of the season. Let's give him a 4-year deal. I'm fine with like 40% guaranteed for a lot of these guys. Guard, Brandon Sheriff. We've got money. We give him like a $17.5 million deal. Right, yeah, okay. Let's say 5 years. 50% guaranteed. Let's try to get him. So we're at 48.27 cap space. Center, Tyler Biadasz. He makes more sense than Connor McGovern. I like, although he played well, Connor McGovern this year. If we can get somebody much younger, who we can mold, I think that would be better. See, he's 24 years old. He's been paid pretty much league minimum. So if we give him a $6.5 million contract for 5 years, and then guaranteed 45%. So now we're at $41 million. D-line, Sheldon Richardson's here. That's pretty funny. I don't think we're going to do that. Mo Hurst, Danny Shelton, Steve McLendon's an interesting thought. Nathan Shepard, Folo. Dexter Lawrence, that's an interesting name. Larry Ogunjobi, Calais Campbell. I think we're going to shy away because in many ways JFM belongs at D-tackle. And if we go based off of yesterday's mock draft, then I think we'll be good with KT and Carl Lawson and Jermaine Johnson fitting into the mix. So, I'm pretty good off that. Linebacker, pretty weak at the linebacker position. Neville Hewitt, former Jet. Alex Anzalone, possibility. Harvey Lange, former Jet. Anthony Barr, former possible Jet. He kind of signed with us and then left us. Weird. Quan Alexander, former 49er. That's a possibility. Foyesai Delacune. He's pretty good. We're at $41.77 million. Let's look at corner, because that would be a nice position to improve through free agency. Brian Poole, Kawan Williams. One, Bryce Callahan is a free agent, so I guess they couldn't find a trade partner. Desmond King, he fits kind of what we're looking for. I would have liked some bigger free agent names at the cornerback positions. We'll come back to it. We'll think about what we're going to do. Safety's definitely a position that we're looking into. Marcus Joyner, Kareem Jackson, Daniel Sorensen, Tyrann Mathieu. So both Chiefs corners, both Chiefs safeties. I'll probably put in an offer on Tyrann Mathieu. Marcus May, we let go to free agency because he's practically the same age as Tyrann Mathieu, but Tyrann Mathieu's definitely a better player at this point in his career. Malik Hooker's been devastated by injuries. So let's put in an offer to Tyrann Mathieu. That's definitely the next guy that we want to sign. He's getting up there in age. All right, so Tyrann Mathieu's 29 years old, going to be 30 by the time the league year starts. He made $19.7 million this year. I don't think we're going to offer him that much. Let's see if he takes that much. 8.5 a year for the next 3 years. We'll do 40% guaranteed. So a little bit more than a year guaranteed with him. Kicker, any good kickers? Well, Eddie Pinheiro, Josh Lambo, Rosas. He had that DUI, so I don't know if we really want to sign him. Let's try and re-sign. Are they not letting me re-sign Eddie Pinheiro? Oh, maybe they're just taking my original offer. I like Braden Mann. He's not bad. All right. So we put okay. Let's put out some more offers. Do we want to sign a running back? Marlon Mack would be interesting. Naheem Hines would be interesting. We're gonna re-sign. We're gonna try and go after Naheem Hines. Give him a pretty basic deal. 1.5 mil for 1 year, kind of a prove-it deal. We'll give him half. We'll give him half of it, guaranteed. All right, so let's look at wide receiver. DJ Chark being here. It'd be kind of cool to get DJ Chark. He's really young. I don't see how he hit free agency, but he is here. So we're going to probably go after him. Michael Gallup is here as well. Devontae Adams, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, Adam Humphries, Anthony Miller, Christian Kirk, Zach Pascal, John Brown, Deshaun Jackson, Mike Williams, Sammy Watkins, T.Y. Used to be really good. I think we're gonna try and offer DJ Chark, say, $10 million a year. Yeah, that's $10 million. 2 years. %50 guaranteed. So we're down to $31 million. We put out an offer to Dalton Schultz. Tackle, we didn't really love anybody. Morgan Moses is a possibility, but with yesterday's draft, we got, what's his name? We got Raymond in yesterday's draft. Connor McGovern's a name that we can look after, but we already had him. Iadaz, is the thought, but I don't think we need him now. Corner, Marshawn Lattimore. Marshawn Lattimore would be a great free agent pickup. We got $31.7 million left to spend. Let's say 15 million in what we signed the draft with. Let's see, how much does Marshawn Lattimore make? His salary right now is 18.3. So let's try to give him 19. Can we afford that? I don't think we can afford Marshawn Lattimore with the deals that I want to make. Can we find another? J.C. Jackson's here. Let's make an offer to J.C. Jackson. Because J.C. Jackson's a lot younger. We could probably get him for a lot cheaper. I think he can fit into this system pretty well if he makes it to the free agency. I know a lot of Jets fans would be pretty happy to have him. And if we've got the money, if we've got the potential to sign him, I don't think there's a reason not to. You know? He's 26 years old, so we'll give him, say, a 3-year deal. He's used to getting paid about 3.4, so let's give him an $8 million contract, possibly. % guaranteed. He'll get a 1.5 years guaranteed. So now we're down to 23. Alright. Let's see who accepted and declined our offer. Alright, so Nyheim Hines didn't accept our offer, but we got DJ Chark, Dalton Schultz, Orlando Brown, Brandon Scherf, J.C. Jackson, Tyrann Mathieu declined, Eddie Pinheiro declined, and Tyler Biadasz signed. Let's see who else got signed. That's pretty big. Morgan Moses got signed to the Cardinals. Justin Houston to the Cardinals. Darqueze Dennard, ultimate draft bust, signed with the Ravens. Alex Kappa signed with the Bengals. Possible Super Bowl winning Bengals. Ryan Kerrigan signed to the Texans. Former Washington County. And Folo signed with the Seahawks. That's kind of funny. And LET signed with the Commies as well. Very nice. Good for him. Alright, so we've got a few of the players that we wanted to get. Let's see how much. We've still got 34.7. Alright, that's not bad. So we've still got some money. We signed a ton of players. Let's recap. Tyler Biadasz, J.C. Jackson, Brandon Scherf, Orlando Brown to play one of the tackle spots, Dalton Schultz, DJ Chark, and we re-signed Braxton Berrios. Okay, so Nyheim Hines just rejected our offer. $34 million in cap space. Do we really want Nyheim Hines that bad? Marlon Mack isn't a bad option. Or do we just stick with Hassan Haskins? I think we let Tevin Coleman go. So it might be smart to get a third option in here. Do we make the move for Marlon Mack? Let's go to Pro Football Reference. Let's compare Nyheim Hines and Marlon Mack. So I'm pulling up StatHead, Marlon Mack versus Nyheim Hines, stat comparison. So from 2018 and 2017, Nyheim Hines has played in 65 games. Marlon Mack has played in 47. Marlon Mack is definitely a better running back. Yards per attempt is 4.4, 20 touchdowns. A lot less receptions. Nyheim Hines could definitely be a great third down back for us. So, yeah, let's up our offer to Nyheim Hines. Let's make it $4 million. Let's double our offer. I'm okay with that. Give him a 2-year deal. $40% guaranteed, so most of year one. So we're down to $30 million guaranteed. $30 million. Is there a linebacker that we want? Alakun is still there. Quan Alexander. How much can we pay Quan Alexander? If we can pay him a small amount, I would not mind giving him that kind of deal. I would not mind giving him a very small contract. Because he's played in the solid system. He could possibly be a good addition to this team. Let's see how much he's worth. He's playing with the Saints now. Okay. His last contract was about $1 million. He apparently signed a 4-year, $54 million contract with the 49ers in 2019, but that's absolutely not what we're going to offer him. I say we give him a 1-year. Let's try him out at $5 million. I think that can work to get Quan Alexander back into the Saleh system. I think Saleh's definitely made a Jet situation a lot better than it was before he came in. And I think it would be pretty nice for us to get somebody like Quan Alexander into the system who already understands Saleh's defense, who will probably understand Ulbricht's defense pretty well. And let's see what our second day of free agency brings us. All right. Nyheim Hines did not accept our offer again, but Quan Alexander did. How much are we going to offer Nyheim Hines for a 2-year deal? Maybe he wants a longer contract. I don't really want to do that. Although, maybe we look into Marlon Mack, because if he accepts a $4 million contract, I would definitely be down for that. I didn't even see any of the free agents that got signed. Marlon Mack might be gone. Nope, Marlon Mack is still here. Let's offer him a contract. Nope, not Chase Edmonds. You know what? I think Nyheim Hines fits what we want a little bit more. We've got the money. I think Joe Douglas can overpay a little bit. We'll try to offer him a $6 million deal. Give him 3 years. Percent guaranteed. It's like 60. Give him 2 years guaranteed. Yeah, pretty much make it a 2-year contract. Let's see. So that's pretty much it that we wanted. Nyheim Hines still does not want to be on our team. Okay. David Johnson signed with the Bills. It's possibly a good addition. Arthur Mollett to the Bengals. Hayden Hurst to the Chargers. Daniel Sorensen to the Chargers. Emmanuel Ogbah to the Raiders. Tyler Conklin to the Seahawks. Quandre Diggs to the Steelers. Alright, so we're still going after Nyheim Hines. This might actually be a good move for us. Because I think I don't think Michael Carter's a bad blocker and a bad receiver, but I think Nyheim Hines can take us to another level. He's asking for a lot of money. Let's do 7.5. Because we've got the money. So, like, it might not make the worst sense to do a contract like this. Let's do 2 years guaranteed again. We've got the money. We're at 29.7. So we'll be at 21.2. And that should be enough for our cap for our draft. Okay, so we're not getting Nyheim Hines because he does not want to be anywhere part of this team. Malcolm Brown signed with the Falcons. James Conner signed with the Ravens. Jabril Peppers signed with the Bears. Odell Beckham signed with the Commanders, the Commies. That's kind of funny. And Whitney Merciless signed with the Commies as well. So the Commies are actually kind of making a move in this free agency. Let's see what they can do. See what we can do, honestly. And with Marlon Mack still there, we signed Hassan Haskins. We don't have Tevin Coleman anymore, so we let him go. Ronald Jones is a possibility. If Marlon Mack accepts a $4 million deal, we'll do that. Let's see his stats again. Like he's done a lot better. He's done pretty well in his career. How old is he? Let's see if we can find that. 26. So $4 million per year. He takes a 4-year, $16 million contract. We'll give him 2 years guaranteed. See if he takes that. Marlon Mack declined our next offer. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we might just roll with a possible backfield of Michael Carter, Hassan Haskins, and Ty Johnson, just because I'm having trouble picking up these guys because I don't want to overspend on these people. I don't want to overspend on these guys if we don't have to. Marlon Mack, maybe we give him a 1-year prove-it deal. Would he take that? We'll give him the contract that we were going to give Nyheim Hines. But make it a 1-year deal. Make it half guaranteed. This is the highest I'm willing to go, and if he doesn't sign, that's it for us. Okay. Goodbye. Good luck having fun. Have fun in free agency. Kevin King signed with the Browns. That's a pretty big deal. Traquan Smith signed with the Cardinals. I think I'm done signing free agents because I just can't sign a running back, and we're just going to have to roll with Hassan Haskins. So, let's see where we ended up. So we cut Connor McGovern, Shaq Lawson, Greg Van Roten, and Ryan Griffin, all guys that I didn't really think were going to make the team anyway. We re-signed Braxton Berrios. We signed DJ Chark, Dalton Schultz, Orlando Brown, Brandon Scherf, J.C. Jackson, Tyler Biadasz, and Quan Alexander. So we filled a bunch of positions of need. Brandon Scherf, we're going to put right at that right guard. Orlando Brown, it's either going to be Mekhi Becton, Orlando Brown, or George Fant at those positions. And one of those guys is going to be the best backup lineman in the NFL. And that's going to be awesome for us. We're going to have Tyler Biadasz take over as center since we cut Connor McGovern. And we've got Quan Alexander to be an upgrade over Blake Cashman, which is going to be pretty helpful. We kept a lot of the main core, Michael, a lot of the young guys. All right, and then we ended up with $29.773 million in holdover. $20 million will probably go towards signing our draft picks. I don't think it's really going to be $5 million for the reserve because we've got a lot of draft picks, so we're going to probably have to spend some money. They're also pretty early draft picks. So I have a feeling, based off of a lot of projections, it's going to be about $20 million. So we're going to have probably like $10 million carry over if we do some of the things that I've done in today's video, which is pretty good. I think will be pretty nice, which means we're carrying over $10 million this year, which is pretty similar to what we did last year. I don't think that Joe Douglas will let us get to a financial position where we're really close to the cap space point. I want to say thank you to Cameron Clark, who actually retired because of injury. I'm really sorry that your career ended up this way and that you never really got a chance to start for the Jets, and I'm really sorry. But thank you for being a part of this team. You were part of I think you were part of the first Joe Douglas draft, and we're pretty happy that you were a part of our team, and we're really sorry about the way that things went out. But that's been my off season. If you liked what I did, let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy this content, if you enjoyed the Jets and talking about the Jets. Leave a comment down below as well if you want me to cover a topic that you may want to talk about, or just a take that you would like me to go into. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day.